Welcome back to the Piney Woods, y'all. Check this breakfast out. Bacon that we have done here from our pigs, fried egg from our chickens, and potatoes from our grocery store. Which isn't this one, y'all, because all of our potatoes are canned, and so I didn't crack into those this morning. We had a few potatoes from the grocery store. Guys, today's about a little bit of cooking. We're going to take some spare ribs and do something with them here in a little bit, but first we're going to eat this breakfast before it totally gets cold. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe, y'all. Alright, y'all, the first thing that we're going to do is get our spice blend together for these spare ribs. And I have started in a blender cup with garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and kosher salt. That's just kind of the base for all the rubs that we make. And into that, I'm going to add 4 of these cayenne peppers that we grew in last year's garden that we keep just dried inside of the pantry over here. And also to this we're going to add tomato powder. If you remember watching Lisa taking those tomato skins, dehydrating them, and then grinding them in this same grinder. You can see what it looks like here. And what that's going to do is just give something to form kind of a skin, a tomatoey skin on these ribs as they're cooking. So we've got that, and we've also got some habanero pepper powder from last year's garden. Gotta be careful opening this one. And a little goes a long ways, y'all. So we're going to use about that much for this entire rub. And you might think, man, that's a lot. And it is.
That's going to say, and you're probably going to, it is a bit low.
Just a little bit back. And we'll carefully. Oh, it's strong too. It's like pepper spray. Like I've been pepper sprayed. I don't like that stuff. The last thing that we're going to add to it is just some light brown sugar. Probably, well, it's 1/4 cup. And blend it up. And this is going to be our rub. And I'm not opening that yet because the habanero is going to go everywhere. But we'll put this in a separate container. Actually, we won't. We'll just shake it right out of this. And that's what we're going to put on our ribs. So we'll get those out of the fridge. They're thawed. And let you have a look at them. All right. And I'm laughing, y'all, because we're having a little production humor this morning. Anyways, got the ribs. There's one set here. I've cut them down the middle and vacuum sealed them. Spares. So we'll get these out. And we're just going to put them straight into this plastic tote. Because this is what they're going to get seasoned in. Look at that. So all I've got to do after I get rid of this trash, so all I got to do is take this shaker bottle with our seasoning and shake on here. And try not to breathe it. Because that habanero is pretty pungent. But it really is good, y'all. And I always coat both sides. And remember that membrane, we pulled that off on the back side of those ribs when we butchered this pig. And these are from the first one that we butchered back in November. And we're going on there kind of heavy with it because, y'all, this is going to be about a 6 to 7 hour cook in the oven. Normally we would do these on the grill, but we've already had 2 inches of rain this morning and it doesn't seem to be done yet. I'm gonna sneeze this stuff. Oh man. All right, I believe that's probably enough on there. We can save the rest. I'm gonna need a decontamination unit for this habanero. I might as well spray some pepper spray in here. All right, y'all. These will go back in the fridge for about an hour and let some of these seasonings kind of marinate in there. And then we'll put them in an oven, 225 for 6 to 7 hours, y'all. I'm gonna elevate them. I'll show you what I'm gonna do to put them in the oven, but right now I gotta go sneeze. All right, the ribs are in the oven. We just put them in. They stayed in the fridge with the rub on them for about an hour and a half. And now they're at 225. They're gonna cook probably 6 hours. And y'all, we don't wrap them. We don't add any liquid to the pan, anything like that. Now, we're moving on. We want to show you what the bacon looks like. We'll smoke it tomorrow. It would have been today, but with the pouring down rain, hard to smoke outside. But all I have done, y'all, if you can see bacon here, is I've taken it and gave it a clean water rinse under cool running water. And with this method that we use for the bacon, you don't have to soak it. That Excalibur dry rub that we put on is not overly salty. So there's no need to soak your bacon for like 20 minutes and that kind of thing. Just rinse it off. That's all you have to do. And then put it on a wire rack, and we'll use a couple of these. Put them in your refrigerator for at least 24 hours so they'll develop. My friend Jay told me it's called a pellicle. They'll develop what's called a pellicle. It kind of dries out everything and makes it so that the smoke will adhere better to it. So we'll put these in there. They're going to get smoked tomorrow. And you can go back and watch our hot and fast smoking from the other day. I'll try to think to throw a link to it in the description. We'll see you in about 6 hours when these ribs are done and let you get a look and see what you think. All right, y'all, it's been a 5 and a half cook at 225. And I've had them on warm for the past 30, so about 6 hours. And you can see what we've got right here. On your right side, my left, you can see I made a sauce, and I actually took honey, a little ketchup, and some of that Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce that we make homemade to make a little bit of a thick glaze and put on it for the last 30 minutes. And the other side was just dry rub. Just the dry rub. The other part of that rack of ribs. And I also whipped up some homemade baked beans with some of our October beans, some of that cowboy candy that Lisa had made back from the spring garden. So let's cut into these ribs and see what they look like and how they taste. See if I can cut some off of this side. That's the glazed. Let me just get a cut if I can figure it out. Probably won't fall right apart anyways.
They smell really good.
They look good. I think I got 2 ribs right here. Let me cut one more off. Alright, those look good. I don't know, make y'all wait for a taste test on those ribs, but I'm going to get me a taste of this cowboy candy here on top and these baked beans from this morning. Those are good. And what I mean by this morning is I put bacon grease in them from that bacon that we cooked. You'll have one more little bite of that. Those are excellent. Feels like summer in the middle of winter. That feels like summer outside.
Well, not today. Today is
cold.
Cold and 40 and rain, but
Yeah, today has not been as summery. All right, let's get a taste of this rib. Can you see that spare? I'm gonna have a taste of that.
How come you get the first taste?
Because I cooked it. That is excellent. That ain't nothing better than raising your own pork, butchering your own pork, and cooking your own barbecue. I'll try the one with just the dry rub. See which one I like the best. Left some of the meat down there. It's excellent too. I prefer the one with the honey glaze on it, but this is good too. I finished eating these ribs and saved just a couple for Lisa since I did all the cooking today.
That sounds about right.
Guys, short little video showing you how we use the food that we produce here on the homestead. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe. Sorry the lighting's terrible, but it is what it is. Y'all have a good day and a great week. We'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna eat me some more.